Welcome, friends. I'm so excited to be here to warm up with you all this evening. My name's Alina. A block will probably be handy for your practice tonight. Just make sure that's kind of up at the top space of your mat. How are we feeling? You guys doing okay? Huh? We're going to spend a lot of time today in class building some stability in the outer hips. So I want you to really enjoy how class starts really close to the earth, grounded, and then we're going to spend a lot of time balancing. And it's just this idea of really traveling inward. And we spend so much of our day, right, in the outward energy of all of the things that we're doing with work and tasks and everything. So this hour is really an opportunity to move inward. And it's amazing when we move our bodies, how energy can shift. And really what you put your focus, your awareness on is what thrives, right? Is what comes to the surface. So we're going to start a little bit uncomfortable for most of us in toes pose. I don't know. I love this pose, but I know it is an intense one. So you're going to curl your toes underneath, and we will be here for a minute. So if you would like, I didn't personally grab a block, but let's imagine you can place a block between your hips and your heels, and that just brings a little bit of alleviation to the intensity of this shape. Please know that you have full permission to come out of this at any point, okay? You're not like forcing yourself to stay, but I want you to notice the difference between sensation and pain, okay? Take your shoulders, loop them back. And avoid your heels going really wide. Just start to bring them so they're right under your sits bones. And I'd like you to just settle into this space, even if it is intense, if it is uncomfortable. Option to close your eyes. And right away, start to travel inward. Most likely you've spent a lot of your day in outward energy. So here's your opportunity to really just spend some time with yourself, with your breath, with your physical body. As you breathe in, I want you to maybe find this little mantra of just in, inward. And then part your lips, exhale out your mouth, let it be soft and easy. And do that again, in breath, fill. Easy exhale. The breath moves in, fill your body. Easy breath out. Guess what? Just one more breath here in toes pose. Accept in. Easy breath out. Start to come into tabletop. Shift your block to the top space of your mat. Untuck your toes and find a little patter of your feet on the floor. And I encourage you to kind of like keep this internal gaze, this internal focus as we move slow. All right. Tabletop. Find some stillness here and just a tabletop. The tips of your ears travel forward. Your front rib cage pulls up and in. Your tailbone descends back. Keep the strength. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops, gaze forward. Surge your heart through the gate of your arms. And then exhale, cat pose, round up and in. Inhale, cow pose, expand through the front line of your body. Nice breath. Exhale, pull up and in, round. Inhale to open the front. Last time to cat pose, widen your shoulder blades, claw into the earth. Find a neutral spine, flat back. Find that same intensity or engagement, front ribs pulled together. Reach your right leg straight back behind you. Keep your hands grounded. All right, maybe your heel is in line with your hip. It doesn't have to go any higher. It can certainly be lower. Take a breath in and just hold here. This internal gaze inward with yourself, with your body, without the need to fidget, to keep moving. Take your right leg out to the side and bend your knee. Your knee is lifted. This is intense, yes. We're just gonna flow through these movements a few times. I want you to anchor into your core. Inhale, extend your right heel straight back. Activate your toes. Exhale, move your right knee out to the side. Feel that rotation of the thigh bone and the hip socket. One more time, inhale, extend it back. And exhale, bend the knee. Be with me, extend your right heel straight back. Cross your right knee behind your left, widen your heels, and sit back between your feet. You can walk your fingertips more forward and to the right if you'd like. A nice outer hip stretch. So there's always this duality, right, of strength and surrender, of outward energy, and then energy moving in. And what we see outside of ourselves starts to affect how we feel inside, and vice versa. What we see within ourselves can also affect the outside. Come back up through tabletop, unravel your legs and place your knees on the ground. It might feel good to just move your hips side to side. Find your stillness, tabletop strength, fingertips plug down, sides of the neck long. Extend your left leg back in space. And just pause, feel the plugging in through the front core. Take a breath in here, even weight in your hands. Exhale, bend your knee out to the side. Sometimes this is called fire hydrant pose. Doesn't look like a fire hydrant, but you get the idea. Inhale, extend your left leg back. And exhale, bend your knee, draw. Slowly extend the heel back. You've got one more, bend the knee out to the side, activate toes. Cool, inhale, extend back, pause. Cross your left knee behind your right, widen your feet, sit back and down. As we find a lot of strength through the outer rim of the legs today, we will also find these pauses of opening. Breathe into that space. Feel space through the sides of your ribs. And dripping down through the center of your heart. And slowly come out, unravel, unwind, left leg back, tabletop. Realign. Okay, you're gonna just sit over your heels and take it back. Okay, so be with me. Like I said, we're gonna ground for a minute. We're gonna have a lot of standing poses. Take your right shin and allow it to be parallel to the top space of your mat. Take your left leg back and allow this shin to be parallel to the long edge of your mat. Okay, so we've got two knees at 90 degrees. And just turn over towards your right side. Your left hip can lift a little bit. That's totally fine. Just pause here. Feel this. Close the eyes. Lift up through your chest. And if it feels okay, you can start to root your left hip bone down and back a little bit more. 90 legs. And we're just going to transition to the back space of our mat for the same idea. So you lift up through your heels, move to the back of your mat. Left shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat, right shin parallel to the long edge. Activate your toes and just check out your legs. Do you have those 90-degree angles? Now, for some of us, it might feel good to kind of lift the right hip up. You'll get more of a front hip stretch. And for others of us, it might feel good to root the right hip down towards the earth and plugging in. In. There's no doubt the outer world affects our inner feelings, thoughts. This is your time to just be in your body. Settle with it. Okay, slowly start to come back up, knees lift. You'll come to the front of your mat. Widen your legs out for a wide leg seated fold. I'm just gonna turn towards you. You stay facing forward. Flex your toes towards your face, and you're welcome to have a little bend in your knees. You can take the flesh of your seat and move it back. And only if you're really tall in your spine, you can start to hinge forward a little bit. It is not necessary. I just want you to feel a nice movement or stretch and opening through the backs of your legs. And just take note, how are your hamstrings feeling? When we balance on one leg, the stability is really important for the opening. Come up through your spine. If you hinged forward, bring your right knee in for like a wide Janushirasana. Turn towards your right knee and just rotate here so the chest moves towards the right knee. You can stay lifted or a gentle hinge forward. You're not trying to come to the floor. That's not the point. Anchor your right hip back and down. And then you'll lift up, turn towards your extended left leg, and fold over the left leg. Maybe your right hand reaches for the pinky toe edge. You choose. Sometimes a little pulse can feel good. Keep tuning in. How is your body feeling? How are you showing up in this space, this hour? It's always different. Lift up, change your legs. Extend the right leg out, left foot in. And first turn towards your bent knee. And start to hinge over that way. A little twist, maybe a hinge. And change over to your extended right leg. Hinge over that leg to any degree. Maybe the left hand reaches for the pinky toe edge. And just continue to appreciate this grounding sensation. There's always equanimity, the grounding to rise, the rooting to grow. Come on back up. Unwind your legs, come back to your wide leg fold. Yeah. Bring your arms out to a wide T. Sit up tall, really tall. And then start to hinge forward to any degree. I just want you to feel the muscles of your core, your back line, your front line turn on with the arms wide. You're staying really strong through the upper body. Toes active. There we go. Nice work, my friends. Come on up. Take a hold behind your knees and come into a gentle boat pose. You can certainly keep a hold of the knees if you'd like. Maybe you extend your arms. Maybe hands to heart. Take a breath in. Option to stay in stillness right here with yourself, or a little bit of a rotation to the right, center, left, center. Keep going. Either stillness or movement. A lot of us are craving the movement. Let the breath really guide your body to shift. It's not forced. When you feel satisfied there, you'll just cross your ankles, plant your hands downward facing dog, please. Come on in. What brought you to your mat this evening? What is it that you crave in your physical body or your mind from this hour? When you're down dog, widen your feet a little bit to the outer edges of your mat and start to walk your hands back slowly until you arrive in a wide forward fold at the back of your space. Option to hinge in. You can clasp opposite elbows if you'd like. Sway in and feel your feet on the ground. Full permission to bend your knees as much as it feels good. The energy keeps moving in. What are you receiving? Meet me with your fingertips on the earth, gentle twist. Plant your left fingertips down. Reach your right arm to the sky and bend a lot into your left knee. Instead of just moving the twist from your shoulder, you can come out as much as you need to, but feel a rotation as the chest shines towards the side wall that you're facing. And right fingertips down. Left arm high, inhale, reach up, rotate through your spine and bend your right knee as much as you need to. It's okay if the hips aren't perfectly level. They are designed to move with your spine as you rotate. Good, both hands to the earth. Widen your feet a little bit more, turn your toes out and start to take this like elevator down into a squat. You can certainly stay a little bit higher or Malasana, Yogi Squat, hands to heart. Press your palms into one another, anchor your elbows into your inner thighs. Stay here, feel like a little lift through your pelvic floor. So there's this energy of pulling up from the earth. Another breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, spin your toes forward, forward fold, straighten your legs. Good work, halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Take your hands to the earth and start to walk yourself back into a downward facing dog, slow and steady. Toe heel your feet in just a bit so they are center hips distance. Lift up through your heels, really high, stretch the arches of your feet. Move both of your heels over to the right. So you're on the pinky toe edge of your right foot, the inner arch of your left foot. And start to shift forward a little bit into more plank arms. Feel the hips lift up. You're working the right oblique quite a bit, opening the right or the left outer hip. Good. Shift up and back, down dog, lift both heels. You got it. And then same thing, other side, heels move over to the left. Shift your shoulders forward. And you'll find a space where that feels good. There's a lot of energy, of strength in the core. And also a pretty sweet opening through the outer rim of your leg. Down dog, lift your hips, lift your heels. Pedal out, do something that feels good. Feel your legs. Inhale, lift both heels high. And in your way, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold, however many steps it takes to get there. Halfway lift, right away, hands into your legs, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, send your center chest forward, that's it, nice. Exhale, forward fold. Two more like that, inhale, halfway lift, feel the shoulders pull into midline. Exhale, forward fold. This time, take it all the way up. Soft knees, flat back, all the way to standing. Reach your arms overhead. And exhale, connect your palms at center heart. In this standing position, the option to close your eyes. So you're sort of softening out that external gaze. It might feel a little wobbly. Take the energy in. Feel your feet. Pack your outer hips in towards midline. Stable legs. Reach your arms up, breathe in. As you exhale, sit back, chair with airplane arms. We're going to activate the outer legs. Take your hands to your outer thighs. Press your thighs into your hands back into your thighs. Okay, nice. And then think of pulling your outer ankle bones away from one another just slightly. Hopefully you feel the strength of your legs here. This is what we're going to pay attention to a lot as we move through some transitions where we trust ourselves. Keep the legs strong in this way. Inhale, right leg high, one leg Tadasana, balance on the left foot. Your right knee is in line with your hip. Active toes, whether that's like a point or a flex or somewhere in between the two. Breath in. Exhale, right foot down, step down, reach back, chair, airplane arms. Chair, airplane arms. That was confusing, I know. Inhale, lift your left leg up. So I want you to notice when you're balancing on one leg this very first time, do you have the tendency to pop your right hip out to the side? Can you pull it in? Lengthen through the inseam of your standing leg. Level your hips. These look awesome. Breathe in. Exhale, step down, reach back, chair, airplane arms. Let's flow through that one time. Inhale, right leg high. Just for that breath, exhale, step down, reach back. Left leg high, breathe in. Feel the stability. Exhale, step down, reach back. All the way up, Tadasana, 2 straight legs. Option, cactus arms, open heart, expand through your chest. Breathe in, arms high, stretch up. Exhale, hands through heart, slow hinge down. Forward fold. Good, halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands, step back, high plank, and pause. Feel the strength of your legs. Drive your spine really long, sides of your neck long. Option, stay here, breathe in. Option, lower halfway or all the way down to your belly. Up dog or cobra, heart through. I love the variations, my friends. Down dog, exhale, pull your hips back. Breathe in, feel the energy move in, in. Easy exhale right here in this space. What do you need? Again, like that. Inhale, breathe in. Easy exhale. Moving on, right heel high, reach back, down dog kick. Get strong through your left leg, reach back through your right heel. Nice, pull your foot through, low lunge, right foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down for warrior one. You might just kind of check it out. Back foot is at like an angle, 45 degrees, rise up, warrior one. And to start, focus on the sealing down through the knife edge of your back foot. From your strong back leg, maybe your left hip pivots forward a little bit. Don't get too distracted on the hips being square. Rotate your rib cage and your chest forward to just kind of complete that. Nice. Bring your hands to heart center. Give your arms a break for a moment. Okay, we're not going to take the elbow to the knee, but I want you to take a twist. So just start to move your body to the right. Move your body to the right. Pull the belly in. Press your hands together. Broaden your chest. Good. So the core is on line here. Keep your warrior one legs. Inhale, stretch your arms back up. And I want you to imagine that you are like taking a hold of 2 big ropes. Let that be some leverage. Pop onto the ball of your back foot and take flight into airplane pose. Left leg lifts. Pack your right outer hip in. Press down through the sole of your right foot and lift out from the right hip crease. Amazing work. Take a breath in here. Hands move through heart slowly, hands to the earth or hands to your block. So this is where the block might be helpful. Standing splits. Standing splits. Feel the strength of your standing leg. Left hip tip drops down rather than opening. Take an inhale here, stretch through your lifted heel. And exhale, you take a Shiva Squat and pause. Left knee behind the right. It's almost like the left knee is moving to the outside of your right shin. Okay, we're gonna step the foot down. It's about a foot outside, maybe onto the wood floor. Keep on the ball of your foot. So you're lifted on your left heel. Press down through your right leg and start to rise up. We're taking a cross leg. Inhale, interlace your hands and then press your palms up and over to the right. Squeeze your inner thighs together a lot. There might be a subtle bend in your knees. Take a big stretch all the way through that left side rib cage. And I want you to find the strength of powering down through your right foot. Slowly unwind to one leg Tadasana. You got this. Left knee pulls in. Find the balance. Bring your hands to heart. All right, you're not going to use your hands. Take the left knee out and find tree pose. Let the foot land where it does. It's okay if it's not as high as normal. You can bring it to the shin. This is the strength of moving the thigh bone in the hip socket. This is going to help us for where we're going. If you're on the knee, just be gentle, all right? You're not going to be pressing a lot of sideways pressure on your knee. You guys have got this. You can continue to balance. One leg Tadasana. Left knee moves forward. Bend both knees, figure 4. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Hands to heart. Press your hips back. Find a deepening of your hip creases and activation through your foot. I know this is intense. Lots of balance on this leg. You are getting stronger. Instead of the energy spilling outward into what is challenging, can you take it in? Okay, your left leg is going to slide all the way over the right. Line up the pinky toe edges of your feet and fold forward. Here's your relief, okay? Feet ground. Left leg is crossed in front of the right. Either stay here hinging at center. If you'd like a little bit more opening, walk your fingertips over to the left side of your mat. And enjoy this. Moment of pause. Moment of reprieve for you after you found the strength. And just mentally come back to center first. Mentally connect with your right foot. I know it's a little confusing because they're crossed. Right foot stays planted. Unwind your left leg and send it back into a standing split. Option is to use your blocks. Okay. Take your left leg, just like we did, that fire hydrant. Bend your left knee and bring it out to the left side. You can keep the knee bent or extend the leg and the left toes move forward. Holy smokes, I know. Take a breath in. Start to step it back into warrior two legs. Left foot grounds, and as you breathe in, rise up, open your chest. Take an inhale and lengthen the sides of your waist. Exhale, extended side angle, tilt forward in space. Option today, if you want to work a little bit harder, the right arm moves back, the left arm moves forward. So you're really working into the side bodies. Take it or leave it. Can you get longer through the bottom right side ribs? Continue to press into your back foot. Okay, this is going to feel good. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up, reach back. Press into the ball of your front foot, lift up through your right hip tip. That's it, nice. And then start to reach forward, full triangle pose. Reach, 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 reach. And then tip your arms to earth and sky. Feel free to use your block. There is still a lot of strength down into your legs. From that strengthening down, can you find a spaciousness through your spine and gaze where it feels good? Okay, option here, flip your palm back so the palm faces behind you. Let your thumb lead and find a half bind, left arm around your low back. You can just rest behind you or start to gather up the right hip crease. Root down through your front foot. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Rebend your front knee as you come out. Good. Deepen into that lunge. Trust your legs. Take a breath in. Take it down, unwind your arms, hands to earth. You choose. Hold high plank, chaturanga, to the belly, any vinyasa that works. Your practice, your hour. Down dog is where we meet. Press down through the surface of your palms, feel your spine get long. And then I want you to try this on. By activating your toes towards your shins, can you lengthen the backs of your legs? Lift your left leg high. Level the hips. Stretch up and back through your lifted heel. There's a lot of length. That was awesome, Colette. Exhale, step through low lunge. Back heel roots. Warrior one. As you're ready, rise. We're going to find a lot of flow. But when we flow, when we find that fluidity, it's coming from a really stable place. Okay, so accept the challenge, the hard work here. Root into the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Lift up through the inner arch. Strong back leg, rooted in. Spin your rib cage, your chest forward. Nice, Nicole. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep your feet grounded, and from your belly, start to rotate to the left. Doesn't have to be very far. strength. Come back to center, reach your arms up, warrior one. Take a hold of those great big ropes and imagine you're pulling yourself up into an airplane. Variation of warrior three. Standing legs strong, pack your left outer hip in instead of letting it protrude out to the side. Engage your triceps, lift them up towards the ceiling. Oh, yes, Jill. All right, hands to heart, please. Start to take your hands down to the earth. It's a standing split. Okay, so when we flow, we're gonna have the option of just kind of keeping the balance instead of tapping the fingers down through this transition. Take your right knee behind your left, Shiva Squat. So you're getting low, but you're not collapsing, right? So you're still lifting through the right hip a bit. Take your right foot out to the side, press into the ball of your foot. Inner thighs squeeze, start to bring your hands through midline. Interlace your fingers and press the palms up and over towards the left. Big side bend. You can keep a subtle bend in the knees if that feels good, but there's a squeeze of the inner thighs together. And a lot of space along the right side body. Big side stretch. Really connected down through the sole of your left foot. Start to transition into a one-leg Tadasana. Right knee travels up and through. If it's wobbly, it's okay, right? That's how we get stronger. We wobble. Hands to heart. Without using your hands. I know we want to. Tree pose. Pivot the left knee out, similar to that fire hydrant shape. And then anchor your right foot to the inside of your left leg at some point. Here's where we tend to get really lazy because we have that press, inner thigh to foot. Notice if you're popping the left hip out, see if you can pull it in, get longer through your standing leg. Good work. You've got this, one leg Tadasana. Figure four. Right ankle over left thigh, send your hips back. You get kind of stable as you get lower to the earth. Activate your toes. If you feel wobbly in the upper body, focus on the press of your hands in towards midline, pinky fingers together. And then you're gonna slide your right leg all the way over your left. Line up the pinky toe edges of your feet, and bring your hands either to the block or to the floor. It's your moment to just surrender in. Option to walk your hands to the right. That will bring a bigger opening into the outer hip. You can surrender the root of your neck. All right, mentally connect. Come back to center. Connect into the left foot. So it's the front foot that's going to unwind, send it back into a standing split. Standing split. Take your right knee out wide, that fire hydrant shape. Option to straighten the leg, extend your toes forward. Whew. It won't last long, I promise. Start to swivel the right foot and leg back. Land it and rise up, warrior two. Nice. Feel free to reorganize your feet a little bit. Send your arms forward and back and align your shoulders over your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, tilt forward in space. And again, fully optional, maybe the left arm shifts back towards your back leg, the right arm forward. So there's this like equanimity and balance. It's a lot of strength there. Notice if you're gripping into your toes. Reverse triangle, straighten up and back. Feels like a pretty nice relief, hopefully. Keeping your front legs straight, exhale, triangle pose. Send your hips back, reach forward, forward. And then arms to earth and sky, or bottom hand maybe to a block. Open up through your chest. Notice if you're just moving the rotation from the shoulder head, we talked about that earlier, pull the shoulder in and back. Option, flip your palm back behind you and take on a half bind. Now, if that's not for you, if the shoulder's not feeling that, no worries. Keep the arm high. This is your practice. There's so many variations, modifications, so that this practice fits you, your inner awareness. Reverse warrior, rebend your front knee, reach up and back. Deepen into your front lunge. Breathe space through the left side ribs, almost as if that left lung could inflate more. Nice. When you're ready, take it down. Hands to earth. Find your flow through. High to mid. Yes, Holly. Inhale, heart through. Up dog. Option. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Open mouth. Exhale. Okay, we found the stability, the really intentional strength. And now we flow, but we don't lose that, right? Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward and through. It'll be a little different. Be with me. Warrior one, rise up, inhale. Right away, take a hold of those ropes. Exhale into your airplane, warrior three variation. Inhale, hands to heart. Start to hover. Your fingertips can touch the floor. It's a Shiva Squat. Left knee behind the right, left knee behind the right. Step your left foot out wide. Stay on the ball of your foot. Inhale, side bend up and over to the right. You can interlace your fingers. Press your palms high. Okay, start to unwind. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. It's okay if it's not perfect. Good. Exhale, right into your standing split. Okay, so we're skipping a little bit. Right into your standing split. Fingertips graze the earth or the block. Take your left leg out wide, fire hydrant shape with the left foot. Option to straighten the leg. And then pivot the foot back, warrior two, land light. Find some leverage, rise up, warrior two. Amazing. Exhale, extended side angle, tilt forward, lean in. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Beautiful. Triangle pose, shift your hips back, take it forward, lower your arms. Option, just stay here or inhale, flip your palm back. Exhale, half bind. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, hands to earth. Flow in any way that nourishes your body. No right, no wrong. Down dog. Amazing movements. Take a breath in, just a cleansing. And a full exhale. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, step through slow, low lunge. Back heel to earth, warrior one. Find your rise. Take a hold of those ropes. Exhale, your warrior three, launch. Inhale, hands to heart or the floor, Shiva Squat, get low. Step your right toes out. Inhale, side bend up and over to the left. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Good. Balance on the left foot. Come into one leg Tadasana. And right back into that stand split. Connect your fingertips to the floor for a moment. Take your right knee out to the side, fire hydrant shape. Maybe the straight leg. And then pivot the right heel back. Land into the foot, warrior two. Open up. Exhale, extended side angle in your way. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Find a lot of length first. Take that length with you. Triangle pose, tilt in. Option to stay here or just a little bind. Right hand back. Take the right arm behind your back. Root down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up. Rebend your front knee. Amazing. Take it down. Exhale. Any way that feels good for you. Child's pose is certainly an option. Maybe you rest in down dog for a moment. Inhale, lift both heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, arrive at the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, just a cleansing. All the way up, Tadasana, straight legs, straight arms, stand in your strength. Exhale, sit back, reach back, chair, airplane arms. Right on, right leg lifts, one leg Tadasana. Take your left hand to your hip. Take your right peace fingers around your right big toe, level your hips. Either stay here or option extend the right leg out, hand to big toe pose. Either stay there or you can start to open your right leg out to the side, big wide. Release slowly, both feet on the floor. Okay, we're gonna keep that going when we flow again. Arms up, inhale. Just practicing the balance right now. Exhale, chair, airplane arms, sit back, reach back. Remember that engagement through the outer legs, kind of feel that turn on. Left leg lifts, one leg Tadasana. Right hand to your hip. Left peace fingers around your left big toe, stand up tall. It's not about the extension of the leg. Can you stay upright, even if that means the left foot's bent, or knee rather. Option to extend forward. Keep packing the right outer hip in. Option to open up to the left side. Really nice. Come out slowly, feet on the floor. Inhale, arms up, Tadasana. Just bring your hands to heart for a moment. Just while we're standing here, I want to tell you guys where we're going, okay? So we're going to take this kind of variation of kicking forward, and you don't have to keep the foot the whole time, not right now, but when we flow. And we're just going to try this on, coming into like a balanced half moon. And then bending, coming into warrior two. So it's our flow, we're adding on to that. I'll guide you. You've got this. You've done the work. The hips and legs are strong. Reach up, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, fold into yourself, hinge at your hips, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. High plank. Take it or leave it, Vinyasa flow. We meet in down dog. Okay, I know we've got this outward sort of anticipation. Come back in. Trust that your body has the muscle memory. Right leg high, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, step forward and through. You know this, warrior one, back heel spins down, rise up. Take a hold of your ropes into your warrior three variation. Be with me, one leg Tadasana, thread your left leg through, reach your arms high. Right hand to hip, left peace fingers around your big toe. Start to option, kick forward or just stay lifted here. Stabilize through your right leg, pack the right hip in, and start to move in, okay? It can be with the knee bent or the leg extended. Try it on. Balancing half moon, right arm down, left arm high. Bend your right knee. Step back, warrior two. It can be sloppy, it can be fluid. It's a lot. I know, it's a lot for a Monday night especially. Exhale, extended side angle, tilt and lean forward. Let's just finish this off. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, full triangle pose. Hug the heels to midline. Reach forward. Stay here, breathe in. Option for the half bind. Back to reverse warrior. Rebend your front knee, reach up, reach back. Exhale, hands to earth. Full permission to skip a chaturanga. You choose. Meet in down dog. Take the energy in. Easy exhale. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Move slow, warrior one, rise up. Take your ropes, exhale, warrior three variation launch. Here's our change. One leg Tadasana, thread your left knee through, stabilize your left leg. Exhale, left hand to hip, right peace fingers around your right big toe. Option to extend forward. Yeah, and then trust yourself. How does it feel good? Transition into a balanced half moon, maybe right heel back, left hand down. Yes, Aubrey. Bend your left knee, land as light as possible, warrior two. Nice. Exhale, extended side angle. Know that the reprieve of surrender comes soon. Inhale, reverse triangle, left leg straight. Exhale, triangle pose, tilt forward to the straight front leg. Stay here, breathe in. Option half bind, wrap. Finish it off, inhale, reverse warrior. And on your own, take it down. We'll meet in down dog. From down dog, travel forward into a high plank, please. And take a lower all the way down to your belly. Just a little bit of spine strengthening here. Point your toes straight back, balance on the tops of your feet. Strengthen your legs down, your front hip points down, and inhale, just lift your chest, Cobra Pose. There's not a lot of weight in your hands, but you can gently claw into the earth and traction your spine longer, like you're dragging yourself forward on your mat. Slowly lower your chest down. It's time to take your arms back alongside your hips, palms face down. Root into your front hip points. Your heels don't have to be touching. Strong legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Option, lift your legs. Locust Pose. All right, you can keep the gaze down so the back of your neck stays long. Slowly lower down. Really nice work. All right, just make sure your block is maybe close by us. You're just gonna roll over onto your back, please. And we'll take a set of bridge pose. So you're familiar, I'm sure. Line up your feet so they're hips width distance. If you're craving restorative bridge, cool. We're gonna take 2 sets. Maybe the first one is active, the second is restorative. Anchor into your feet. Your arms are alongside your body. Yeah, start to lift your mid-back first. So the tailbone's down, shoulder blades down, arch the mid-back, arch the mid-back. So you take it more into the chest and then lift your hips. Bridge pose. So contraction on the back line of your body. Root your heels down. And avoid the knees splaying really wide. They're parallel. I'm gonna stay here for 2 more breaths. Option to take the shoulders, tops of the shoulder blades, wiggle them underneath you a little bit more. Feel the arch. Slowly lower hips down. Okay, option for another set of active bridge. If you're craving wheel, go for it. Or restorative bridge, where you lift your hips and slide your block at its lowest setting underneath your low back. 3 to 5 breaths in your bridge pose. You have full permission to come out whenever it feels good for you. The energy coming in. We spend so much of our day with the energy moving out, all of the tasks, the things we're doing. This is your time. Stick with yourself. And if your hips are still up, you might lower them down. You can use your block. Legs up the wall, please. So just a really gentle forward fold. Legs up the wall with or without your block. You can roll out your feet, point and flex your toes. Some appreciation to the ankles for their stability, for the balance. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And then place your feet back onto the floor with bent knees. If you've got your block, you'll probably want to take it out. Settle your hips to the earth. Take your right leg and cross it over your left like you're sitting in a chair. So the inner thighs cross. So not a figure four, but a full cross. There we go. Cool. Press into your left foot, lift your hips up, and move your hips just a little bit to the right and set them down. And then take your legs over to the left. Twist. Goalpost or tee out through your right arm and root into your right shoulder blade. If this eagle-legged twist doesn't serve you, unravel your legs, but it's a nice stretch for the outer hip, the side body, the space where we found a lot of strength. There's always this give and take. There's always this exchange of energy. What are you putting out and how are you nourishing in? Support yourself, a little core engagement to come back to center line. Unravel your legs, feet on the floor. And you'll take the opposite cross, left leg over right. Press into your right foot. Lift your hips, move them just a tiny bit towards the left, and then legs fall to the right. Just aligns your spine a little bit better. Take your left arm out wide, root down through that shoulder blade. It's okay if it lifts a little bit, but the energy is grounding. It's a lot of nourishment into your body here, these final moments. Come back to your center. Unravel your legs. Final shape, happy baby. Either grip behind your knees or maybe your ankles, maybe the outer edges of your feet. Widen your feet. Really awesome work today, my friends. So much strength so that you can find this really, really sweet surrender. Gather your knees into your chest. Give yourself a sweet embrace. Final Shavasana awaits you as you're ready. Open up. Keep your shoulder blades underneath your body so that your heart is slightly elevated, and then really get the wiggles out. Land here. Let go of the need to control anything, even here. Soften your face. I will guide you out.